Hey there gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today we're talking about the Elder Scrolls, but not Skyrim. I feel like Bethesda has been obsessed with Skyrim now for over a decade. I mean, with the remasters, the Ultimate Edition, the Anniversary, the mod packs, everybody just talks about Skyrim. And that's kind of a shame because the Elder Scrolls series has a very long, very good history, whether it is Morrowind or Arena or Daggerfell or Oblivion. These games are different, they're special, and they're fantastic. And there has been a lot of talk about a remake of the Elder Scrolls for Oblivion. And the internet has been incredibly excited about even the rumblings of this, because if you never played it, I beat Oblivion back at launch on the Xbox 360. It felt like everybody did. It felt like that thing sold 10 million Xboxes even on its own. And what made that game so fun is all of the different layers of systems, from lockpicking to conversation to combat to the massive DLC where we explore the lands of madness. The Elder Scrolls 4 is a special, perfect game that is so overshadowed by Skyrim that a lot of people have been waiting for it to come back. Well, today, just a couple minutes ago, a big leak just came out that apparently the remake of Elder Scrolls 4 is real, and it's coming out here in literally maybe the next couple weeks. Let's talk. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, a bunch of different sources are all talking about this, so we're going to take a look at who's discussing this, but I have to admit that the immediate reactions to it are, overwhelmingly positive. People are tearing their hair out. They're so hyped. But the short and sweet of it is that this remake, it's more than just a fancy coat of paint. It's not just new graphics. We're going to take a look at it, but apparently they're actually tweaking the gameplay. They're adding new systems. They're making it play and not just look like a modern game, which to me, as a person that's played probably 80 or 100 hours of it originally, I'm definitely ready for something different and better, right? But here's the thing. So NatetheHate says the reveal is coming here in the next couple weeks and likely to release before June. Now, as I record this, it's currently March 12th, which means literally in a number of weeks it may actually drop. VGC even says that it may come next month. It may drop in April, which is insane. I love the fact that everybody's like, well, now this is my most hyped game of 2025. I prayed for times like this. There is some skepticism. Some people saying, why are you releasing a game that's this good with zero marketing? Like, it is funny that we're getting a remake of Elder Scrolls 4 before we even see a second of gameplay for Elder Scrolls 6. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's actually discuss how we know this is real. Now, first and foremost, we've known about the existence of this project for about 2 years. There were some leaked court documents during the Activision Blizzard case where Microsoft specifically said, hey, yeah, our next big game that we're working on is an Oblivion remake. They just posted it. The developer also has accidentally let stuff slip, but NatetheHate and some people at Video Game Chronicle have said, yes, it's real and it's coming very, very soon. But what I was curious about is who is making this and what's making it different. So that is explained here. So the Oblivion remake is understood to be developed by Virtuos, which is insane to me. This studio, made in 2004, is one of the largest game makers in the world. It focused on the development of making stuff like Uncharted, Call of Duty, Battlefield, BioShock, Dark Souls. Essentially, they're a very big studio that does stuff on their own, but they're also kind of a support studio. The Oblivion remake is reportedly being fully remade in Unreal Engine 5 with 6 remaked gameplay systems: stamina, sneaking, blocking, archery, hit reaction, and HUD. Oh, man. I have been replaying Skyrim almost, I'd say every 2 or 3 years I go through Skyrim again, and my favorite build to do is a sneaking archery build, because when you're sneaking, when you get a sneak attack, you can do up to 6 times damage, 12 times damage, you get a headshot. It's very funny to slow down time when you get the bow talents and then just headshot people. It's hilarious. It never stops being fun, especially with very high level sneak. Taking those mechanics and back building them into Oblivion is going to be so insanely fun. But also, here's the part of it that's very interesting. Improvements to the game's block system have reportedly been inspired by Souls-like games, when sneak icons are now highlighted in the new system, according to Multiplayer First, I think is what this website is called. This is so interesting to me. Just the idea of how many games are inspired by Dark Souls, by Elden Ring. The amount of people that see it and go, yeah, I want to try that too. Now, I'm taking that to mean that it's going to be like when you block, it gets absorbed by the stamina. Instead of just having a block stat where you can block infinitely, they're trying to make it where blocking is a strategy. It's a cost of, do I want to spend my stamina to swing my sword or my mana to shoot a spell, or do I want to try and get an expensive but very important block off? That to me sounds great. The stamina system was modified to be less frustrating for the player, making the knockdown that occurs when stamina is depleted more difficult to activate through changes in calculation methods. Oh my God, thank you. Not constantly getting knocked on my ass sounds fantastic. The HUD was changed to make it easier to understand and more aesthetically appealing to young players. So I imagine a bigger, slightly bubblier, and probably a lot better lit. Hit reactions are also added to improve the response to damage on the players and NPCs. Finally, archery was improved to make it more playable and modern and in both third and first person viewpoints. This sounds so good. I think part of the reason I'm so interested in this is not just because I love Oblivion, but I'm always curious to see how modern audiences kind of react to stuff. To play a game that is slow and methodical and does require you to walk and unlock stuff. I always think about that because this game is a masterpiece. Its impact has already been proven, right? But will people still understand it? Will they still relate to it? Will they still like the vampire quest lines and the cheesiness? Will they still appreciate what the game is attempting? I think they will, but I guess we're going to find out very, very soon. But what do you think about the Elder Scrolls 4 Remake? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. This is insane. Oh my God. If we get this, if this is real, 2025 just got a lot cooler. I hope I didn't mess with the green screen. I think I'm sitting closer than I normally do. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.